This video is going to be all about carbohydrates and fibre. I'm going to talk about the different types of each, where they come from and why we need them in our diet. I will also talk about the consequences of having too much or not enough, so that hopefully by the end of this video you will know the best way of including carbohydrates and fibre into your diet. Carbohydrates are an energy source made by plants during photosynthesis. The plant's energy provides human energy if eaten. We need carbohydrates for providing us with energy. Carbohydrate is present throughout the body and is required for energy needed for movement, growth, and chemical reactions and processes. There are two main groups of carbohydrates: sugars and starches. Sugars can be divided into simple sugars and double sugars. Simple sugars include glucose, which come from ripe fruits and vegetables, and fructose, come from fruits and honey. Double sugars include lactose, which is found in milk and milk products, such as yogurts, cream, cheeses. Maltose, which is found in cereals and used to make beer and malt drinks. And sucrose, which include products such as granulated sugar, caster sugar, demerara sugar, icing sugar, treacle and golden syrup. Another way we can classify sugar is according to where it is found in food. So sugars that are found naturally inside fruit and vegetable cells are called fruit sugars. These are sometimes called natural sugars. Sugars that are added to food or found outside the cell structure are called free sugars. Free sugars are processed sugars such as granulated caster, demerara sugar, icing sugar, treacle and golden syrup, as I've said before. But they also include sugar that's found in honey and unsweetened fruit juices. A diet high in free sugars can lead to tooth decay and obesity. Sugar provides energy but contains no other nutrients. Sometimes artificial sweeteners are added to food products like sugar-free drinks. They add sweetness and flavour, but they don't increase the energy content. Processed foods such as breakfast cereals, biscuits, cakes, pastries, jams, marmalade, chocolate, confectionery and sweetened soft drinks also contain free sugar. It is recommended that only 5% of the sugar we add to our food accounts for a tiny fraction of the sugar we eat. Many processed foods contain hidden sugars. Hidden sugars can be found in foods that you wouldn't expect sugar to be found in, including savoury foods like salad dressings, bread, sauces and soups. You need to look carefully at food labels to identify hidden sugars. Here are some of the hidden sugars found on food labels: corn sugar, dextrose, fructose, glucose, maltose, molasses, invert sugars. Starches are complex carbohydrates and they're also sometimes known as polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are made up of many simple sugars joined together. The most important starches are starch, which is found in plants, and it's made up of many molecules of glucose. Starch exists in granules of a size and shape distinctive to each plant. Pectin is found naturally in some fruits. It forms gels in water and helps jams to set. It is not fibrous, but it is thought to help to reduce the amount of cholesterol in the blood. Starchy carbohydrates are a healthier form of carbohydrate. Good sources of starchy foods include root vegetables, so for instance potatoes and carrots, cereals and cereal products, so bread, pasta, rice, lentils, beans, breakfast cereals. It's recommended that 50% of your total food energy should come from carbohydrates, and of that 50%, 45% should come from starchy carbohydrates, milk sugars and fruit sugars, and only 5% should come from those free sugars. Just like sugary carbohydrates, if you're eating too many starchy carbohydrates, the excess energy, if not burnt off, could be stored as fat and then lead to obesity. A lack of carbohydrate in the diet is unusual. Some people choose to follow diets that reduce the amount of carbohydrates they eat. The aim of a low sugar diet may be to lose weight and reduce the effects of too much sugar. Just like starchy carbohydrates, dietary fibre is also a polysaccharide found in the cell walls of vegetables and fruits, pulses and cereal grains. Dietary fibre cannot be broken down by the digestive system, so it passes through the intestine, absorbing water and increasing in bulk. The process helps to strengthen the muscles of the intestine and push out undigested food. So although dietary fibre isn't technically a nutrient, it is essential in our diets. Dietary fibre is needed for allowing the digestive system to remain healthy and function properly, helping weight control as high fibre foods release energy slowly, leaving us feeling fuller for longer, prevent some bowel diseases, for example constipation, diverticulitis and bowel cancer, and providing soluble fibre which can help to reduce cholesterol levels. There are two types of dietary fibre, insoluble and soluble. Insoluble fibre passes through the body mostly unchanged, as it is undigested. It absorbs water and swells, resulting in a bulkier stool. Sources of insoluble fibre include whole grain foods, such as whole grain bread, breakfast cereals and pasta, brown rice, wheat bran, the peelings of fruits and vegetables that you can eat, nuts and seeds. Sources of soluble fibre include oats, nuts, legumes such as peas, beans and lentils, fruits such as bananas, apples, pears, plums, kiwi fruits, and dried fruits like dates, prunes and apricots. And then finally vegetables such as potatoes, sweet potatoes, broccoli and carrots. A diet rich in cereals can actually reduce the body's ability to absorb iron and calcium. The cereal combine with the minerals, making them less likely to be absorbed into the intestines. A deficiency in dietary fibre can contribute towards constipation, and then this can lead on to an increased risk of bowel cancer and diverticulitis. It's important to consider your age when thinking about how much dietary fibre you're consuming. Young children should eat less because their body size is smaller. Very young children should avoid too many fibre-rich foods, as being full up with fibre can make it difficult for them to meet their other nutritional needs. Whereas elderly people might need to consume more fibre-rich foods because their digestive systems have slowed down. For the average adult, the recommendation is to consume about 30 grams of dietary fibre a day. Thank you for watching.